Are you joining Miss Universe Philippines again? Hello, welcome back to a new vlog. It is Thursday, 7th of August, 6:24 p.m. I'm on my way to opening night of In the Heights, the musical in Melbourne. I'm so excited because In the Heights comes from the genius of Lin-Manuel Miranda. I believe he's the Shakespeare of our time. Hamilton is my favorite musical ever. If you've been following me for a while, you know I am a loud and proud theater kid. I haven't seen In the Heights on stage, but I have seen the film. I've heard such wonderful things about the musical, so I'm really excited to have been invited. I thought I would take you with me on the way to the comedy theater, because why not? I am committed to vlogging and hopefully churning out a new video every week for you guys. I'm just pulling up some questions. A couple weeks ago, I put out a prompt on my broadcast channel on Instagram. If you're not on my broadcast channel, I would recommend that you join it because that community gets the first scoop of whatever it is I'm working on. And I put out just a question box, so I thought, why not answer some of those questions with you? Are you joining Miss Universe Philippines again? You have my 100% support. The truthful answer is, I don't know. But my doors are open. My doors will always be open to the universe, and if it calls, best believe I will answer. As some of you might know, I moved to Melbourne late last year to pursue my acting career and modeling as well, and brand partnerships, but acting has always been my big love. That's just a roundabout way of saying I don't know when I'm gonna join Miss Universe Philippines again, but thank you so much to everybody who continues to support me and continues to love on me. Guys, I'm so grateful. Sobrang nakakataba ng puso because I truly gave Miss Universe Philippines my heart and soul, and the fact that so many of you resonate with what I brought to the table, even, you know, a full year later, is so incredibly heartwarming. I will forever be proud of my team, you guys, because we did that. While I am building something special here in Australia, I'm not closed off to coming to the Philippines and building an empire there. I hope that answers your question. What is the best memory para sa'yo nung MUPh 2024? Of course, there's the sentimental moments with my mom, who did everything with me and for me. We did everything in lockstep throughout that entire journey. She was my nutritionist, my therapist, my confidant, my accountant, my treasurer, my personal assistant, everything, you know. So obviously that will always be the memory that I hold the most dear. Something that stands out to me backstage at Aqua Boracay, you know, this event was hyped up for months and months on end to us. They were like, girls, you gotta show up and show out at Aqua. This is, you know, the precursor to the swimsuit competition on Coronation Night. You either sink or swim. If you sink, that's it, you know, forget it. So we were all obviously very, you know, the stakes were high. It's a massive, it's a long runway, and the runway is made of planks, wooden planks. It was a swimming pool, essentially. We were strutting in the middle of a swimming pool. So, you know, if you wanted to do fancy spins, fancy twirls, you had to be extremely precise and extremely intentional, all while making it look extremely effortless. We get our swimsuits 2 days before the runway. I was one of, I think, 4 or 5 girls who was called in for a photo shoot. At the time, the rest of the girls were getting their swimsuits. So, habang nasa shoot ako, napagpilian na lahat ng swimsuit. all the swimsuits had essentially been, you know. And when I got to the fitting room, there were only like 2 different swimsuit styles left. And one of them had like a poop stain. Whoever did that, I mean, God bless you. But bro, every pageant girl, pageant boy out there, keep your underwear on, please. So obviously I didn't touch it. There was one piece. It was green. It fit me well, but it completely caught me off guard how high cut this thing was. I thought, we gotta make do. Rampa con rampa. You know, I took it from the fitting room, washed it in case there were stains that wasn't visible to the naked eye. Then it was show night. 50-something girls were backstage. It just kept bugging me and my fellow sisters how high cut these things were. The girls and I were looking at each other. We thought, oh no, this is no good. The cut in the nether regions, in the punani area, if you will, was so tiny that, you know, you sneeze and you flash the audience. You get to the end of the runway, dozens of camera flashes, dozens of vloggers, and they're within reach of you. So if what goes on the internet is forever, baby. And I thought, we're taking matters into our own hands. I borrowed hairspray from a hairstylist, and we just started going ham. I just on my sister's private squares, and so you lift up the fabric in your pizza, so seeing it, tap tap tap, and that pretty much allows the fabric to stay put. That is one of the most memorable moments from that competition, because what people see is the glitz and glamour, and in truth, only 10% of pageantry is glitz and glamour. And what really goes on behind closed doors is, you know, we're putting hairspray on our seeing it, and looking out for each other, and putting body makeup on each other, and curling each other's hair, and doing each other's eyeliner, whatever it may be that you can do to help a sister out. Those are memories that I will hold dear forever, and I made some lifelong friends and enemies. And I made some lifelong friends in pageantry because of those special magic moments backstage. If any of my girls are watching this, I love you. How's life treating you so far? Thank you for asking. I'm loving life. I am currently surviving and thriving, I would hope, through my first full Australian winter. I am living the life of a creative in a new city, learning the landscape, meeting new people. In fact, I actually met 2 fellow Filipinas in recent weeks. I'm collaborating with these women on a couple things. There are a few things to look out for. I also recently collaborated with Meshki, one of my go-to brands. I wore them heaps during my Miss Universe journey. My family is happy and healthy. My mom is coming to Melbourne next week, so that makes my heart sing. This radically new environment that I've entered into has definitely challenged me and pushed me to new heights. I'm a much different person than I was 6 months ago. You know, if you have the chance to step out of your comfort zone and chase something that means something to you, I would definitely say go for it. The blessing and the growth that waits for you on the other side is unimaginable. I'm grateful that I'm able to springboard and jumpstart from a foundation that I worked so hard to build back home, and that all of those lessons are translating into this new chapter in my life. And of course, I'm grateful that you're still here with me, and I'm finding new people as well who resonate with my story. Yeah, life is as romantic and sweet as you make it. I've realized that the way you see the world is 100% connected to your mindset, and that in turn is 100% connected to your output and what you're able to achieve and give to this world. Yeah. We're on the red carpet in the hut. We're at intermission. It is Bye.